Well, hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Whoa, don't do it. Where are you going? Where are you going? Come on now. There you are. And welcome back to Watt's Farm, where physics is anyone's guess. So last time around, we managed to get a nice 3-inch thick layer of silage down across the bottom of the, well, grass to turn into silage, down along the bottom of the cow's silage pit. So hopefully over the next day or two, I'm not sure how long it takes in seasons, I don't remember, but hopefully in not too terribly long a time that will straighten itself out. Because I would like to be able to take advantage of some of the assets that cows will bring us. And until they're producing decently, that ain't going to happen. Now, I can buy a crate of silage. I'm not sure how much it is, but I know it is in the was in the flyer from the local shop, so they apparently do have such a thing. So we'll have to check it out, maybe. Oh, yeah, you need to be way lower. And lower still. And just a heck bunch more. Why are you not going in? Come on. Just give it a wiggle. Come on. Once more. There you go. No, once more. Okay. There. Yikes, that isn't the best load. Well, we'll get it there quickly. And perhaps avoid accidents. So there is currently a great demand for wool. That's the blue icon flashing on our map there. Of course, we don't have any sheep, so I took a bag full of sweaters up there. It seemed to generate very little interest. And very little money. So, yeah, that's why I figured we might as well empty this out. I mean, you know. It's just money sitting here waiting to happen. And a fair chunk of it, too, which we could use. Like I say, what a bale of silage is going to cost us is anybody's guess. It's not actually a bale either. I think they just basically sell you a crate of it, which I'm pretty sure is just either a shredded bale or or maybe some loose stuff. Alrighty. Of course, the other thing I have to consider is whether we have all of the gear we need to take care of our cows. I don't think I have anything to pack slurry in. But, I mean, 2 cows, let's face it, it's going to be a little while before they fill the slurry tank. Hopefully by then we will have something. Well, I'm sure we will. There we are. We won't necessarily need a spreader. I'm sure we'll have enough of, although, that might be a thought, you know. I've generally used the solid manure as our fertilizer. But we do have the greenhouses, the apple and orange trees, or apple trees, or whatever the heck those trees are that mysteriously sell their own fruit. Oh, this isn't going well. Alright, what have I done? I might have gotten underneath the pallet there, I think. There we go, now it's registering properly. No, that's a shaky load. Whoa. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hang in there, baby. Hang in there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Another couple of feet. There you go. Now you can flop about all you want. Well, that was a dangerous mission. Alrighty, so that puts us at 16, 17. Alrighty. Now we've got one more full pallet here. One more. Okay, that wasn't registering at all. There we go. Alright. So 17, so we're going to have just over 20k. That's a little better. Gives us a little bit of freedom to muck about with things. So I was asked by one of my viewers to have a look at another combine. They seem to think it's a pretty decent rig. So I have loaded it up. We'll have a look in the shop here and see what it's all about. Alright, 20k. Yeah. Let's take this down to the shop, because I do have a feeling that I'm going to end up... I've still got those logs I could dump into the water for a little extra cashish as well. But I have a feeling that what we need to do here is maybe buy one of those crates of silage, if they're a decent fee. And while we're down at the shop, we'll have a look at this this other harvester. Apparently it's a pretty nice piece of kit, comes with its own headers. I mean, I do like the one we have. It's got lots of animations and such and things. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't want to be messing with grass for at least till the end of summer. Alright, so. Oh yeah. One of these days I gotta figure out how to get this from there to where we're going. There's nowhere to stick it on that thing. Ooh, actually. Oh, it's not gonna work. I need those. Set it on the forks and then buy something. That'll make a lot of sense. The whole reason I brought that is because I think I'm gonna need that to lift the thing home. So let us have a look here, shall we? Pallets. Yep, blades. We're not going to need those for a while. We used 50 of the 100 liters from this, so we've still got another field's worth to do, plus 400 liters in that tank. Pig food, cow food. There we are. A silage pallet. 280 bucks, eh? 2,000 liters. Ooh. Oh. This might not be what I think it is. Seedlings for poplars. Load this onto a tree planter. Okay, you might want to check the... Yeah, you might want to check the descripto on this. So what exactly is this? Commercial cow, blah blah blah, high pro feed. Doesn't really say. 250 liters. I have a feeling this is going to be something for me to put up at my silage pit and fill box by box? But hey, I want to have a look at it, so we're going to buy one. Okay. Because I think it's going to be like that tree planter thing, where it's just something I take somewhere and do things with, but I have to fill myself. And, oh no, it appears to actually have 2,000 liters of silage in it. Alrighty. Oh, happy day. We'll just light you up. Why are you so quiet? I don't know, man. I think that should be at about 10, if I remember. No, 5. Alright, that should be pretty much pick and pallet off the ground stuff. I hope. Okay. Alright. It's off to work we go. Time is it? Why are we running on one time? One time. It'll take us all day to get through all day. That's no good. So, second day of summer. Beautiful day, too. Absolutely phenomenal. So, let's see what this does and how it works. I don't know if this is something I'll just hold over the trough and it will drain silage upon it, or, like I say, whether I'll have to set it down and shovel-de-do it all in, I don't know. But let's just run it to the trough and see what happens. Because 2,000 liters, that's a darn good start. Because I have a feeling it's going to be more than a day or two. It's been overnight, so we'll check the number here. And bring up the HUD. Yeah, 29% in 12 hours. So we're looking at least a couple of days before that's ready. That's okay. Again. So. There we go. And it's draining. Boom. Cool. There's some silage. Now, we're going to go back and get another one. But we're also going to get something else. An awful lot of work for 2 cows, eh? You know, you figure you'd give them a bale of straw, give them a bale of grass, and go, okay, I'll come back and milk you in the morning. But, no, it's a fairly major thing. Indeed. Ooh, I need to check on the chickens, too. We've passed another day, and I really don't want them running out of any essentials and all of a sudden losing half of the, what did I got left? 8, 9? Something like that. Thank God the rooster survived, or we'd really be screwed. Alright. So now, yeah. Yes, please. Okay. The other thing I want to be looking at here is animals, and way up this guy. Yes. Okay. Now we're not going to be able to take that back with us, unfortunately. We're going to need a tractor for that. Wow. It's a little bigger than I thought. Hopefully our tractors will manage it. You know? Hopefully indeed. Hopefully indeed. I'd be lost without that little thing that shows me where my forks are. What a great mod. Yeah, I can see it. Farm Sim 19, I'll load it up and I won't be able to work a front loader anymore. Because I will be so spoiled about being told the angle and height of my forks. Because you only have to look once, you know. Well, except for the pallet feeders. Then it depends on whether you have no wheels on the feeder, front wheels on the feeder, all wheels on the feeder. It's all different heights. And although you'd think that all wheels on the feeder would be the same as being on solid ground, it actually isn't. I found that you end up poking the pallet if you use the same specs. Alright, now I'm going to take this over to the shed behind the cows here. Oh, cow's health 73% now. Isn't that lovely? Alright. I may end up picking up another one of these at some point. We'll have to see. Okay, I don't really need to drag this all the way back to the sawmill at the moment. So let's go grab ourselves a tractor and see how we make out with the... Ooh, it would have been nice to have this with the bucket on it, though. Just because the other one's got such a huge... That's what she said. Got such a huge scoop on the front of it. That I think we are indeed gonna need to go swap out the front kit on this. Good thing it's a small map. Although I guess if it was a big map, I'd be driving around something that would do 60 kilometers an hour. So, it's all relative, you know. You know, it's like playing an RPG where you continuously level things up, and yet at the same time you continuously take on harder and harder enemies. You know, it's a completely psychological thing that they say, you know, level 1 you're doing 29 damage to enemies that can be killed at 40 damage, and level 20 you're doing, you know, 17,600 damage to enemies that take 23,000 damage to kill. You know, and then you look at the numbers and you go, hey, wait a minute. That's exactly the same. Yeah. This is sort of the same deal. It's all a matter of scale, man. Early morning on a farm. It's a lovely thing. I'm pretty sure I've got enough logs there to cover the cost of that new toy we just bought. Alright, let's trade the forks in. Oopsie. Well, in the end, it doesn't matter. Okay. I was absolutely wrong. It matters more than we could know. Oh, this isn't going to go well, is it? Ooh. Well, shock a banana, let me tell you. There we go. Alright. Let's grab the magic bucket. Okay. Our sawmill is happily oh, I forgot there's stumps in here. Woohoo! Sawmill is happily producing away. Dang, that's a bumpy bit of ground. I just about tore the bucket right off the front. Yeah. This is why we can't have nice stock species. It just is. Nice sip of my cold morning coffee. It's currently 10:12 in the AM. I've actually already been to town and back. But that is one of the beautiful things about a small town. You can usually do pretty much anything you need to do in an extraordinarily quick fashion. I go to a government, like, I remember 20 years ago or so, I was living in Surrey, which is a large, disgusting kind of outskirts suburb thing of Vancouver, and I do mean disgusting. It's got like the highest murder rate of anywhere in the country, I think. But anyway, so I was living there, and it happened that it came up that my driver's license was going to expire. Now, my brother Mikey, who I've talked about many times on this channel, has the same birthday as I do, albeit many years apart. And so we decided, well, it also just happened that the years apart are close enough that when he got his license and when I got my license, they happened to expire after the same 5-year periods. So, yeah. It turned out we got there, we figured it was going to be busy. So, the DMV, of course, the Department of Motor Vehicles is what I'm talking about. Yeah, we figured it was going to be busy. So we showed up an hour before the doors opened and got in line. Yes, indeed. We finished 14 hours later. We had our new interim licenses in hand. 14 hours. The last time my license came up, I was living here in my fine little small town of Powell River, British Columbia. I went down to the DMV. 18 minutes later, I had my new interim in my hand, and I was climbing back in my car. So, yeah, it's such an amazing difference. It really is. All right, so I'm going to need some of this, but I don't know how much, do I? Okie dokie. Well, let's go get our machine. I don't know that we're going to get to the actual mixing bit today. And speaking of which of you guys is really what I want? I think we're going to go with Smiley here today. Zetor. Just in case we need to buy a weight. Oh. Isn't that funny? That old Duke's there, no cab on it at all, but when you sit in the seat in this position, the cab quiet thing comes on. This thing, fully surrounded by glass and, well, what might well at one time have been steel, and makes no difference. Although you seem to go slower when you're sitting inside for some odd visual illusion. So I do thank all of you for your kind comments when I did my video about the intro change. And I guess at this point it's a good time to remind you all that if you'd like to subscribe to the channel because you like what you see, there is an icon in the bottom right hand corner that will allow you to do so. If you'd like to support my Patreon channel, there is a link, little exclamation point, up in the top right hand corner. And that will take you to my Patreon page. But as I was saying, big shout out to all my sponsors, and a big thank you to all of you for your support. And if I do perhaps seem overly wow. Holy smokes. Need to get that exhaust worked on. If I do seem overly concerned with the opinions of others about things like my intro and such, understand it's because I am. You know, I mean, what can I say? I don't know if this requires some sort of a plateau or what. Let's have a look. No, I don't think so. You know, I mean, I don't do this for me. I do it because I have viewers out there that apparently like to watch my channel. Oh, okay, I kind of feel like that was 50-50. Well, we can drive backwards. We can drive frontwards. Mind you, that's with it empty, of course. Because I really felt the front end come up. Oh yeah, the steering's definitely lighter. Let's have a look at a weight. So yeah, I mean, I am indeed greatly concerned when I have issues like I'm starting to, as I said, lose huge amounts of subs and views in a very short period of time, when that was the change that I made and seemed to spur it. And, I mean, as far as getting... I did mention also that, oddly enough, since that period of time, I've also had people coming to the channel and just hitting the dislike button. No comment as to what they didn't like on the video, but... and to be honest with you, that doesn't concern me so much. Now, if they had left comments... I'm nowhere near that thing, am I? Then it would have concerned me more because I would have known what the issue was. But just leaving a not like and no comment, in all honesty, as far as YouTube's concerned, that's pretty much the same as getting a like. So, you know, yeah. Okay, we should be a little more balanced now. Yikes, scary. So, yeah. I'm going to make up a new intro here pretty soon. Just trying to, you know, brainstorm myself a little bit and come up with something that I'm going to hope is interesting, and if it turns out to be a little bit humorous or comedic in such a fashion that everyone will recognize it to be that and not something else. Okie dokie. Well, we made a little bit of money today, and suitably so. We spent a lot of money today. But that's okay. I think we're going to, next episode, get into making a little TMR with our new piece of kit here. This tractor will act as our little portable factory, and then our front loader, with the help of both bucket and bale spike, should be able to load our factory and get things working the way they need to be working. But as I say, that's about it for this episode, so thanks very much for joining me, folks. Do hope you enjoyed what you see. Again, if you did, don't feel afraid to hit that like button. I know I got a really bad shock once when I did it, but beyond that, it seems a pretty safe thing to do. So, yeah. And let me know what you think in the comments down below, as always. But, most importantly, take care of each other, folks. We'll see you next time. Ciao.